battle between Joe Biden and Donald Trump is driving record voter turnout in Texas. But the excitement over the top race on the ballot may not be carrying down to candidates in other races. Leaders of both political parties are worried that voters are not filling out all of their ballots. Politics reporter John Engel breaks down what's at stake as millions of dollars pour into state house races in Texas.
Governor Greg Abbott
We're taking a hike today.
went door to door in Fort Worth, his campaign launching a mid-seven-figure investment in state house races.
We can't let socialists like Beto O'Rourke complete their takeover of Texas.
He's urging voters to not just pick a president, but to finish the entire ballot now that straight ticket voting is gone. Republicans are in a dogfight to hold on to a majority in the Texas House.
We have reinforced that message. We have done it in signs. We have done it in our ballot slates to let people know that you have to go in there. You have to go all the way down that entire ballot.
Join me in voting for Joe Biden and then finish your ballot all the way down to the bottom.
Democrats have the same message. The Super PAC Forward majority doubled its investment to $12 million to counter Abbott's push in Texas House races.
We don't get Medicaid expansion. Had we not won 12 seats last time and potentially, win a majority this time.
There's plenty at stake. Democrats need to flip 9 seats to take control of the state house. With that comes a seat at the table in redrawing the state's congressional districts, which will influence politics in Texas for the next decade. For State of Texas, I'm John Engel.
Thanks, John. This graphic shows the current balance of power in the Texas House. As John said, Democrats need to flip 9 seats to take the majority, but Texas Republicans are fighting to flip back 12 seats they lost in 2018 to hold on to power. The tight races in Texas are bringing new attention to Asian American voters. They often get overlooked in Texas. We spoke with Alana Rocha from the Texas Tribune about why Democrats are paying particular attention to Asian Americans this election.
Nationwide, they're 5% share of the population, so not a huge number, but they are the fastest growing ethnic and racial voting group in the country. And here in Texas, that's true. Democrats are really honing in on districts where Beto O'Rourke outperformed U.S. Senator Ted Cruz in 2018. And in 2/3 of those districts, the share of Asian voters is double of the statewide total. So they really see that as a potential. Polling suggests they lean Democratic, but of course they're not a monolith, and certain ethnicities within Asian voters lean different ways. Chinese Americans have largely abandoned Trump given his rhetoric on the virus and his handling of the virus.
One race where Asian American voters are having an impact on the campaign is happening in the Houston area. Congressional District 22 covers parts of Fort Bend County. Incumbent Republican Pete Olson is not running for re-election. Democrat Sri Kulkarni is running against Republican Troy Nails for the open seat. Kulkarni told the Texas Tribune his campaign is engaging with voters in the diverse district in 27 different languages. Nails, meanwhile, launched an advisory board aimed at reaching out to Asian communities in the district. Record numbers of Texans are voting, but a lot of them are worried whether the outcome will be fair. We'll examine research into how the hard-fought campaign season is taking a toll on Texans' faith in the election system.
You ready to see a visitor?
It took 200 days to reunite this mother and daughter, what it took to become the first family member allowed back inside a San Marcos nursing home, and how reunions like this could happen at other facilities in Texas.